just a tremendous player, tremendous person. For every time I've met with her and talked, you can tell she loves the game. She loves playing at Iowa, and it's gonna be one of the best women's basketball, one of the best college basketball players to ever play, and then go to the WNBA and dominate there as well. Hopefully I never have to play her one-on-one because she'll for sure be getting buckets.
Patrick Mahomes, one of the biggest stars in football, just did something you don't see often. He gave a huge shout-out to someone else. This time, he crowned Caitlin Clark, calling her the future queen of the WNBA. Mahomes didn't just casually compliment her. He went all out, saying she's the best women's basketball player to ever play the game. That's a big deal coming from someone as influential as Mahomes, who's basically the face of modern football. What's even cooler, Caitlin Clark is just as much of a fan of Mahomes as he is of her. Two superstars in different sports, showing love for each other. It doesn't get better than that.
That's what I really looked forward to most on Sundays. There wasn't obviously college sports, but, we would be watching the Chiefs, and I would be upset if they lost, and I still am. Like every Sunday, that's what, is usually the brightest part of my day is turning on the TV and watching the Chiefs.
When someone like Patrick Mahomes, a superstar in the NFL, puts that much belief in Caitlin Clark's future, it's more than just a compliment. It's a bold statement. If anyone still had doubts about Caitlin Clark's greatness, Mahomes just ended the discussion for good. Let's talk about why Caitlin Clark is so special. The Iowa basketball star is unbelievably, ridiculously, how is this even real good? She's on the brink of breaking Kelsey Plum's record to become the all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball history. How close is she? Just 66 points away. And with the way she's been dominating, it feels like it's only a matter of time. This season alone, Caitlin has played 23 games and scored 33 or more points in 11 of them. That's nearly half her games. The numbers speak for themselves. She's a scoring machine, a walking bucket, and everyone knows it.
I think it's kind of similar to how I play is, offensive firepower. It's exciting. It's not, usually what you see on the football field is just so many different exciting plays, and that's kind of how I play basketball too. So I think that's why I'm kind of drawn to it.
Let's talk about leadership. Patrick Mahomes isn't just the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's their foundation, their backbone. Whether it's picking the team up after a bad play or staying cool under pressure with the entire season on the line, Mahomes is the kind of leader every team hopes for. Caitlin Clark is the same way. She's not just Iowa's best player. She's the heart and soul of the team. Her court vision and selfless, team-first mentality don't just make her great. They make everyone around her better. She inspires her teammates to rise to her level, and it's clear her leadership fuels the entire team's success. And soon, the WNBA's Indiana Fever better be ready, because Clark is bringing that same energy to the pros. Like Mahomes, she doesn't just play the game, she transforms her team. Both Mahomes and Clark have a rare ability to lift their teammates, push them to dream bigger, play harder, and believe in themselves. That's why their teams thrive, and why they're both so special.
People think I'm like a bandwagon Chiefs fan. I'm like, no, I was there before Patrick and Travis. Like
I love it.
We were ride or dies, so we've been big fans, and now obviously all the success you guys have had has made it a lot of fun for us.
Caitlin Clark and Patrick Mahomes are rewriting the rule books in their sports, and they're doing it in a way that's impossible to ignore. Mahomes, a two-time NFL MVP and Super Bowl champion, has become the face of modern football with his no-look passes, sidearm throws, and ability to make the impossible look routine. Meanwhile, Clark is taking the basketball world by storm with her deep-range threes, no-look assists, and leadership that has elevated Iowa to heights they haven't seen in decades. But their greatness isn't just about flashy highlights or record-breaking stats. It's about presence, leadership, and inspiring others. Mahomes isn't just the quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs, he's their backbone. Whether he's rallying the team after a setback or staying calm under pressure, Mahomes embodies the kind of leadership every team dreams of. Caitlin Clark mirrors that on the court. She's not just Iowa's best player, she's the heartbeat of the team. Her court vision and selflessness lift her entire squad, making everyone around her better. What's even more impressive is their ability to thrive under pressure. Mahomes has delivered countless game-winning drives, pulling off miracles in the playoffs when the stakes couldn't be higher. Clark does the same in basketball, draining clutch shots and taking over games in the NCAA tournament as if the pressure fuels her. It's not just talent. It's the ability to own the moment when it matters most. Their connection goes deeper than just respect for each other's skills. Growing up only a few hours from Kansas City, Clark was raised as a diehard Chiefs fan. Her family made trips to Arrowhead Stadium for games, braving freezing temperatures during holiday matchups to cheer on the team they loved. That connection has come full circle, with the Chiefs publicly supporting Clark during her NCAA tournament run, and even Patrick Mahomes himself praising her passion and skill. He called her a tremendous player, joked that he wouldn't want to face her one-on-one, and made it clear he sees her as a generational talent. This mutual admiration isn't just heartwarming, it's symbolic. Mahomes and Clark aren't just superstars, they're trailblazers. Mahomes has transformed the Chiefs into a powerhouse, while Clark is redefining what it means to be a basketball superstar. They're breaking barriers, inspiring others, and bridging gaps between sports, genders, and fan bases now, as Clark closes in on becoming the all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball, just 66 points away from breaking Kelsey Plum's record. Her journey is reaching new heights. On Super Bowl Sunday, as Mahomes takes the field chasing another championship, Clark could be making history of her own. It's no coincidence these two athletes, who seem to share a fearless spirit and unmatched talent, are shining on the same day. Mahomes and Clark have mastered the art of making the impossible look easy. Their creativity, resilience, and leadership don't just elevate their sports, they redefine them. Watching them dominate their respective games is a privilege, and their impact will be felt for generations to come. As Mahomes chases rings and Clark rewrites the record books, they remind us all to dream bigger, play harder, and believe in the impossible.